members of our killer whale family, demonstrating their incredible size, speed, power, and complex learning abilities. These behaviors keep our whales active and engaged. SeaWorld's killer whales have inspired generations of our guests to care about our natural world, and we're excited to share their story with you tonight.
Killer whales are the ocean's top predator. They use cooperation and communication, not just size and strength, to take their place at the top of the ocean's food web. At the bottom are small animals, like krill. At the top, the apex predator, the killer whale. Killer whales are as big as a bus, faster than an Olympic swimmer, high-flying and powerful.
We're going to see all that and more. These behaviors contribute to an environment that is full of enrichment.
We spend days, weeks, months, years building relationships with our whales. This creates trust, and that allows us to do some amazing things. For example, when you visit the doctor, you present your arm to draw blood, or step on the scale to see how much you weigh. It's much the same with our whales.
Tonight, we'll see the whales moving together, in unison. These synchronized behaviors strengthen social bonds and enable them to problem solve as a group. Working together as a team makes them the ocean's top predator. Scientifically known as Orca, but commonly referred to as killer whales, here at SeaWorld, we like to call them Katina, Nalani, Malia, and Macayo, our killer whale family. Macayo is our youngest whale at just 13 years of age, and our oldest is Macayo's mother, Katina, who this year celebrated her 42nd birthday. Katina is also the matriarch, or leader of our pod. SeaWorld's animal training techniques create a language between us and the whales. It's a language of learning through positive reinforcement, encouragement, commitment, and care. Through these techniques and our relationships, the whales learn to trust us. They even learn to take an active role in their very own health care. This behavior we're seeing is a position in which we would ask the whales to hold in order for us to take a voluntary blood sample. The whales roll ventral or upside down, giving us access to those tail flukes. And our veterinarians will collect the blood sample at least once a month, and the whales are trained to remain calm and relaxed throughout the procedure. Now, another important diagnostic is weighing the whales. And we're able to weigh the whales by asking them to slide their bodies out of the water onto a giant killer whale-sized scale. One of our whales is on her way over now to demonstrate here in the slide out. This is Nalani. And tipping the scales at 5,600 pounds, we get an accurate weight by asking her to raise that tail up and out of the water. Training this posture ensures accuracy, so we know our younger whales are growing proper and our older whales are maintaining a healthy weight.
And the care isn't just physical. Mental stimulation and play are vital, and we surprise and engage with our whales at every opportunity. Play is how killer whales teach their young to hunt, and for the adults, play is important too. It seems that they just enjoy having fun. Making time for play is an important part of life for killer whales, and for us.
All right, everybody, we're over on the left side of the stadium down by the glass. And we just learned that killer whales love to play. But did you know that they actually learn a lot by playing and through observational learning and mimicry? And we're going to put that to the test with our girls and everybody here on the left side of the stadium. So if you guys would like to help us out, stay right where you are, just stand up. We're gonna play a little game of killer whale follow the leader. And you guys get to be the leaders. So on the count of 3, all we need you guys to do is put both hands up in the air and wave them at the girls. Ready? Here they come. 1, 2, 3, everybody wave! And they've got it! Excellent job, everybody! You guys can have a seat. As you can see, killer whales have great eyesight, both below and above the water, and can often be seen jumping completely out of the water to get a better look around. Now this may be a spy hop, a bow, a breach, and it may have many different functions. To scratch an itch, to stun their prey, to get a better look around, or to show off and let the other whales in the area know that they have arrived. So here come Malia and Nalani. Let's letting you know that they're here. Excellent, let's hear it for Nalani and Malia. As you can see, killer whales are amazing athletes, and they can eat several hundred pounds of food every day. Now in the ocean, their diet depends on where they live and the time of year. Unfortunately, overfishing, pollution, and other factors are having a serious impact on some killer whale populations.
Killer whales are impressive animals. It's pretty obvious why they're the top predator in the ocean. That means killer whales are invincible, right? Wrong.
Killer whales depend on a plentiful food source and a clean environment. They're completely dominant, yet completely dependent.
When it comes down to it, killer whales are not the most powerful animal in the ocean.
Their future depends on you.
Through your actions.
Through the choices we all make.
We hold the future of killer whales and the oceans in our hands.
Killer whales continue to surprise and amaze you. They're the perfect ambassadors of the ocean, limitless, connected, powerful, but still vulnerable.
The challenges that we face can seem insurmountable.
Don't give up. Be inspired.
We can make a difference. The ocean needs our help, and that seems overwhelming. But together, we can make it happen.
There's so much to learn.
So much to protect.
There's so much to explore.
The killer whale story is still being written.
And there are simple things we all can do to make a difference.
All it takes is one choice.
One positive act.
One ripple that can grow and grow.
And change the world.
Together, we've got this.
We got this.
All right, everybody. Well, excellent. Let me explain why I'm out here. We just had that wonderful build-up to the finale of Orca Encounter. All right, but I'm out here to tell you what's going on at the moment. So you can see our two females, Katina and Nalani. This is a mother-daughter pair, swimming in the front over there. And then we have another female, Malia, off to your right side over there. So this is our three female killer whales at the moment. And they all did the opening of Orca Encounter all together. And then one of the whales decided to just head to the back and do her own thing. So these are very social animals. Being large dolphins, they have a really strong bonded pod, and they're very social. And what that means to us as trainers, we're humans. So whatever we're asking the whales to do at any given time is probably not as important as the social structure and the meaningful relationships they have in their pod with each other. And that's a great thing. We use operant conditioning through positive reinforcement techniques here at SeaWorld, which means we're asking the whales to participate in these training sessions, and it's up to them to choose whether or not they want to do that. And so we did have all three of them participating, and then one of them chose not to participate for a little while. Is that okay? Yes, that's okay. And so then we did some of that middle part of the presentation, and now they've all decided to do their own thing. So what we're doing is I'm out here talking with you guys while we give them a little bit of time to swim around and do their own killer whale pod thing, and we'll see if we're able to ask them to do some more of the presentation. So this gives us a great opportunity to see some natural killer whale behavior, but it also gives me an opportunity to explain a little bit more of this operant conditioning with positive reinforcement training that we're doing with these animals. So I mentioned that it's asking the whales to do these behaviors, and that's the operant part. We're asking the whales to operate on their environment, to do a behavior. And then they get to choose whether or not they do that, right? As I mentioned, these 3 females are in the 5,000 to 6,000 pound range as far as weight. So there's nothing we can do to make our killer whales do something. Whether it's sliding up on the slide out area that we saw, or doing those jumps that you saw, or allowing us to collect the blood sample that I mentioned. All of that stuff has to be voluntary and on their terms. And we prefer that it be that way because we want them to want to participate, to want to work with us and interact with us. So when we ask them to do those behaviors, they get to choose, and if they choose to participate and do the behaviors that we're asking them to do, then we're going to reinforce them. And Cheryl just showed us a great example of one of the ways that we reinforce them, and that's with fish, but we have other ways as well. Looks like Kelly's got an update. Okay. So what they're going to do is they're going to try to ask the whales to come over and participate. Now what this means is they're going to let the whales know that we're ready to try again. And then through their behavior, they're going to let us know if they're ready to give it a try. So Nick's out front here and he has this target pole, and he's asking her to come to that target pole, basically saying, hey, come to this spot. And that's with Malia. Great. And hey, let's cue the